So, how can you do this problem in 60 seconds or less? In the xy plane, a circle has center C with coordinates hk. Points A and B line on the circle. Point A has the following coordinates. So let me just draw this out right away. So if this is h, and then this is h plus 1, and this is k, and this is k plus root 102, then this point here is C, and then this point here is A, then B is somewhere here, and the circle looks like that. And then ACB is a right angle, so this angle is 90 degrees. What is the length of AB? So this is the question mark. So I know that this side is equal to root 102. This side is 1, hence this side is 103. So it's 103 squared plus 103 squared under the square root, and the answer is A. How was I able to do this problem so fast? It's a pretty messy problem, and of course when done within limited time frame, the drawing is also messy. So let me try to make the drawing better this time, right? So we have the initial coordinate C of the center is HK, and then point A will have these coordinates. So it's H plus 1 comma K plus root of 102. So if I am to draw this one more time, hopefully this time is going to be slightly prettier. So this is H and this is K. So then here, this point is C. Now H plus 1 will be to the right, and K plus root 102, it's going to be somewhere like something like that, right? So now this point here is therefore point A, right? All right. Now point B, let's assume point B is somewhere here. So then what's going to happen is this angle, let me just like draw this angle like that. This is point B. So angle ACB is a right angle. So this angle is 90 degrees. All right. What happens is if I to use a different color, this circle, like let it look like this, we don't care, right? So what happens with this circle, what needs to be understood is this is the radius and this is also the radius. And of course we need to find the side AB, right? So we need to find this side here. Okay, so that's a question mark. Okay, so what can we do? Let me use yet a different color again. So we know that this difference here is just root 102. So therefore this side is just root 102. We also know that this difference here is just 1. So therefore this side is just 1, or that side is just 1, right? So what we have is, if you look at this triangle here, it's a right triangle. And using Pythagorean for us to find specifically AC, we'll have to do what? We'll have to do, let's call this side, let's call this point here D, right? So in order for us to find AC, AC is going to be this square root of CD squared, this side, plus AD squared, that side, okay? Now CD squared, well, CD is root 102, so CD squared is 102. AD is 1, so AD squared is also 1. So therefore it's just root of 102 plus 1, which is root of 103. So this side AC, which is the radius, let's not forget that side here is root 103. Therefore that side is also another 100, root 103, because they're both radii. So now we have to do Pythagorean one more time for the AB. How can we do this? It's simply, so AB is simply root of root 103 squared plus another root 103 squared. Now root 103 squared is 103, so that applies to both. So it's just square root of 103 plus 103, which is equal to root 206. The answer is A. That's it.